What a day, man. God, what a day to be an NFL fan. Obviously, more emphasized by this 49ers Packers game. Gentlemen, how are we after that? I'm not gonna lie, I was a sad ending. I wanted the Packers to win that game. Sad way for Jordan Love to go out. But how are we feeling after the entire day? I know the Ravens Texans played as well, but how are we feeling after the NFL divisional round? It was a good one. It was a good one. It had its ups, it had its downs. But gentlemen, how are we feeling? How are we? First of all, obviously, always got to check
Doing
in, make
well.
sure you guys your mental health is.
Yeah, doing well.
Doing well. Just finished watching the game. I am. I really thought that game was really for the pack. I think the Packers lost. I mean, they did lose the game, but I think it was more they lost the game than the Niners won that game because
Yeah.
the Niners, Kyle Shanahan, they were 0-30 going. I'm sure everyone's seen the stat. They were 0-30 when trailing by 5 or more in the fourth quarter. Never came back and won until today. And a large part of that is due to, I think, I think some of the blame has to be put on Jordan Love, who has been great, obviously, the entire second half of the season. And I still stand by that he's played at an elite level, but second half he really slowed down. He really struggled throwing over the middle. I think LaFleur's decision to really go away from the run and go away from Aaron Jones, who was having another phenomenal game, another thing that I think really hurt them. Obviously, Daniel Carlson missing that field goal was huge. Anders Carlson. Yeah, Daniel Carlson's the good one. He just got into the league because of Daniel Carlson.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Are they related?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, brothers.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Nepotism at its finest.
I feel so bad because he's just gonna get abused on social media for the next week.
I mean, but it's not. Again, like I said, it's not his
More
fault
than a
alone.
week.
Yeah. It's not his fault alone, though. And I
probably by Dylan.
Dylan.
Hey,
but I think
we keep the accounts anonymous.
This was, I think, a game where my Brock Purdy is not even close to an MVP caliber player was truly affirmed.
But he didn't play. I wouldn't say block. Yes, that final drive was good, but still he almost threw an interception. The game he should have thrown.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think again, like I said, I still, even though he had a very bad performance, I still stand by the fact that I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a very solid quarterback to have, but it's just clear to me that he isn't MVP caliber. And it wasn't until that he had a lot of chances. The defense did a good job getting chances. Like I said, the Packers kind of got in their own way, and they really kind of messed it up. A few great chances, obviously, that I think Packers fans will also really rue that moment where that 4th and 1 where Jordan Love was called short on that QB sneak, where he may have gotten that as well. So I know Purdy, he had that nice throw to Chris Conley, which I don't know how Chris Conley is still in the league. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet a few days ago where it was name random NFL wide receivers. And with Chris Conley, it was that's the most random you can ever get. So
I said Travis Fulgham.
That's valid. I mean, his insanity era will never be forgotten. Forgiven. Okay. But either way, I think that game was won by finally putting the ball in the hands of their best player, CMC. He made things happen. Ayuk, huge catch on 3rd down. Great catch on Keyshawn Nixon. That was a tough grab to make, especially in the wet conditions, which is a lot of the reason why Purdy really struggled. Yeah, I mean,
the Packers are lucky. The Niners are lucky to get out of this.
Lucky.
Very lucky.
Very lucky. And I'm thinking,
it's not like it was just that field goal that was the mistake. It was the Packers made, that tush push that they didn't get.
That argument that could have easily
the amount of Purdy could have had easily 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got very to get out of that game alive. And I think if they're to face, based on predictions, if they're to face the Lions team, a more polished, I think, Lions team, a more well-oiled Lions team, I think
pause, but yeah.
I think they're in for it. So I don't think if I know. If you're a Niners fan, yes, be happy. Good win. Would have been a Cowboys-like loss, shocking loss if you're a Niners fan, but not a convincing one at all to me for the 49ers.
No.
And that being said, I do think I'm not trying to take away anything from the Packers because I think they are going to be phenomenal for years to come. Like they are going
very
to be
promising
phenomenal.
season for them. Like a lot to like.
More than promising. I mean, that was like Serge. They should have won that game. Like, let's be very honest. They should have won that game. And again, I hate people who say like should have, would have, could have. Like they didn't. But it's not like that was like they could have been fine with a loss, a blowout loss. Like that's still exceeding expectations. Like they should have won that game. They go into the number 1 seed, a team who has made no mistakes all season, should have won that game. And if the Packers are in the NFC Championship, that would have been insane. And I had them winning. We were so close to that happening. Lucky for us, Charlie's pick, Charlie's bet was off the table after the Texans game, so we do not have to pay him.
Bet. Wait, no, because CJ Stroud didn't turn the ball over. So
yeah, good. And my bet's gone. What was Dylan's? I don't remember. Dylan will be back in a second. I think he just lagged
something
out.
About like 6 Lions giving up 6 sacks or something like that. Which
right. So Dylan's bet is still.
But I thought you brought up an interesting point, which like I think the Lions Bucks is like I wouldn't say I say it's like 60-40, 70-30 Lions. So I mean, the Bucks are they're a solid team. I think I could see them pulling off the upset. But like I said, the Lions are the favorites. I predicted the Lions. If they win this, I am so torn because like the start of the playoffs, I predicted the Niners to make the playoffs. But if you remember a while back, this wasn't my final preseason predictions, but one of my original preseason predictions, my first one was the Lions in the Super Bowl. And if they win,
I actually do remember that, Serge. For the amount of times we say,
but I admit I can't take credit for that because I changed it to the Eagles, and they haven't made the Super Bowl anyway. But if they play the Niners, I think one of the scariest things for the Niners, I think overall, was kind of how poor that secondary really looked, in my opinion. I think. We saw Ambry Thomas really committed a couple of huge pass interference penalties. Lenoir, I didn't think had a great game either. We were seeing guys like Dobbs getting open from time to time. We saw Reed get open from time to time. The Packers were getting open. When you have a Lions receiving core that boasts one of the best receivers in the league, in Amon-Ra St. Brown, you have other guys like you have burners like Jameson Williams and Khalif Raymond, and also you got Josh Reynolds as well. Obviously, Sam Laporta, one of the best tight ends in the league as a rookie. I think the Lions definitely have guys that are potential great separators, not to mention if the Niners pass rush, which I thought was pretty underwhelming, goes against the Lions offensive line, which I think is much better. I think the Lions offense really has a lot of potential to put up a decent amount of points on this Niners defense. And obviously, again, like I said, Purdy seemed a little bit phased in this Packers game. I think the Lions have a worse defense, but not significantly worse. Like I said, I was not a fan of Joe Barry at all, but he did. I mean, he had a solid postseason. I don't think he was the reason that they actually ended up losing. But I think the Lions defense is a worse defense, but I also think they also are starting to they stepped up against Stafford and the Rams. I think they also getting CJ Gardner-Johnson is a big is a kind of a huge piece to get back. And I think they might be able to also slow down Purdy, who obviously we've seen a bit of a drop off from him in the playoff game against the Seahawks. We saw him get a bit phased. Obviously the Eagles, he was injured. In this game, he also looked a little bit phased as well. So if it's Niners Lions, which there's a good chance it's Niners Bucks as well, but if it's Niners Lions, I'm really tempted to pick the Lions. I'm kind of like going back and forth there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think you got to take into effect also the game. It was raining at the end. Purdy got the win, and it does play into it. It's not quarterback friendly environment. If you go in and you have a nicer weather game against Detroit, maybe he plays a better game. And Debo will probably be there for a game against Detroit, so that helps out. But
I just want to take a second to appreciate how we have QR codes now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Yes.
But
sorry, Dylan.
In general, I would say I agree with you that I might be tempted to pick whoever plays against San Francisco, just because they looked super beatable. Super
What's
beatable.
going on, Ben?
The reason they went and won that game was first of all the ability of that linebacking core. I didn't really get to bring it up during our lives when we were talking about, or the prediction video. I didn't really bring up the strength of that linebacking core a lot because I was really more focused on the offense. But I've said it. I don't know if I've said it on video. I've said it to at least you, Serge, maybe a few other people. I think Dre Greenlaw is at least this season was far and away the best linebacker in the league this year, and he really showed it in this game.
No, he was great.
Micah, top 3.
Mike is an edge rusher, basically, I would say.
Yeah,
Mike is.
There's a little bit of lag.
Can't hear him at all
from Dylan's side, so I'm just gonna kind of. What I'm gonna say. I think that I agree 100% though, because I think the Niners defensive line really wasn't like, I didn't think they had a great game, but that linebacking core, like you said, Fred Warner had a good game, like I said, Greenlaw had a great game. I think it was that linebacking core that honestly kind of really lifted up that defense and made it so hard for Jordan Love to throw it over the middle of the field, because we saw I saw his numbers, like throwing outside the numbers when he was throwing again, like a lot of the time to Dobbs and Reed and even Bo Melton. Obviously, he had that one touchdown. Throwing outside the numbers, he was phenomenal. But you looked when you see inside the numbers, got where obviously Warner and Greenlaw were roaming around. They made it significantly. They made it just so difficult for Love, and that was the reason why really we kind of saw first half of the season Jordan Love towards the second half of this game.
Yeah, I think so. I think Love was pretty consistent throughout. I think that last throw was just, I mean, it devastated me to see it happen, because it was just and again, the commentator said, like, he was talking about throughout the season how he's a guy who makes unconventional throws and kind of goes against the cardinal quota of quarterbacks, but it was a throw to no one. It was a bad throw.
It was thrown to like quad.
Like,
I mean,
didn't have time.
That was like Josh Allen.
He was trying to fit that into the tightest window to Christian Watson in between a couple of guys. It was not a smart.
They were like already there. That's why it doesn't make sense. Like, you're throwing across your body and the guy's not even open. Like, I don't know what he was expecting there. But again, he's still young. First full year starting. He definitely proved that he's the guy in Green Bay. But yeah, I think Love really kind of seems like, obviously, again, the conditions do play a part, but we saw him miss on a few throws. We saw him on that first interception he threw it behind Musgrave. He had that third down where Aaron Jones was open, and he also missed him there.
That one was,
and then obviously the pick. I mean, a couple of brutal misses there, but again, I feel like obviously it wasn't only the missed throws, it was also just kind of when he was throwing over the middle, like there's nothing, it's so hard to kind of complete it against Warner and Greenlaw, who like kind of run that area of the field. Not to mention, even if you do complete it, it's not really going to go for that many yards, which made it kind of low percentage for them all game, made it so hard for them, where it was a lot easier against Dallas, where we saw him hitting Dobbs over the middle a bunch of times in that game. That just wasn't there, and that was really the difference between the Jordan Love that we saw in Dallas and the Jordan Love we saw for most of the second half.
I think it's and Dylan, we were kind of, I don't know if you were here for it, but we were just talking about, I think if they go up against a Lions team that is more polished, a Lions is more veteran. Sorry, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry, just a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's me or if it's someone else, but I'm always going.
Nah, I think it's like both.
No, it's me and Dylan. It's me and Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, Serge, you're gonna have to take it. Sorry,
I got you. But Anyways, I'm gonna so let's move on from that game anyways, because we talked about that a bit. I also want to talk about the Ravens Texans game, which I said beforehand that I thought the Ravens defense was just different than Cleveland. And I know Cleveland had a good defense, but that Baltimore defense, they've gone against all of the best like offenses, best offensive play callers all year long. And Mike McDonald has shut down almost every one of them besides Sean McVay and Kevin Stefanski. They both were able to put up numbers there. But other than that,
Stefanski, that was more of the Browns defense getting a lot of points.
That is true.
I think that the Browns offense was that good in that game.
Mm-hmm. But this defense has just really just been phenomenal like all year. And again, like I said, Stroud, it's so funny because I said this, I don't know if I said this to you guys or someone else, but I felt like Stroud didn't even play a bad game. Like I didn't even feel like he was missing
I don't think
much.
he did.
It's not like he was like even playing like not even getting that many completions. Like he put up like not great numbers, but he was like, it wasn't like he threw for like under 100 yards. Like he was getting the ball to Nico a few times. He made a few nice throws. But the problem is this Ravens defense just always keeps the ball in front of you, keeps on finding a way to get pressure from everyone because of the scheme that really just makes it impossible to keep track of all these guys coming after the pass rusher because you never know which gap they're really going to attack. It's hard. Obviously, they're so good at containing guys. They're so good at they don't blitz like obviously as much as they did in the Wink Martindale era, but when they do, it's just so hard to account for the guy that is blitzing. They've obviously, again, I think they have the best linebacking duo in the league. I've said that for a while now.
Yeah, definitely.
Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, who just make it so hard to really get that yards after catch that so many of these like star play callers in the league do nowadays that they rely on nowadays. And they've done a great job against Stroud twice this year because I mean I think Stroud is really kind of a guy that obviously is beyond his years. I know he's a rookie, but he plays like he's like a 10-year vet. So he knows not to push the ball downfield against this defense. But even when you do kind of make the right play most of the time and just live to fight another down, it's just impossible to like continuously move the ball 5 yards every time because eventually they're going to get pressure. They're going to get home. They're either going to force an incompletion and get you behind the sticks. And when you're behind the sticks against this level of a defense, it's impossible to win. That's what happened throughout the entire game.
So I'll pose the question to you because I feel like you have a good enough understanding of this. When McDonald gets a job, because he will get a job after this season, when he gets a job, how much do you think it'll transfer over as a head coach for him? Because I think it's partially going to be just the players in the scheme that work so well for Baltimore. Do you think he's going to be able to work his scheme wherever he goes, or do you think it's a lot of personnel?
I think it's not going to work out.
But I think
legit. I can assume
it was about Tua. Just right now, but
I'm joking.
That's a good question. I would say it does. It does rely a lot on personnel, but but what I think is that even if he doesn't have like Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, like all those Justin Madubuike, all those dudes, he can still
Madubuike recognition.
Madubuike he's been great all year. He deserves the recognition. But what I would say is that even if he doesn't have that elite level players, as long as he has guys that are solid in that position and solid in those regards, I think his scheme is so good that he's going to still make whatever team he goes to, whatever team he becomes a head coach, as long as he gets guys that do fit the bill for what like he's asking, guys that are like I don't think he needs a Roquan Smith. I think he needs someone that obviously like is a solid linebacker at least. And I think wherever he goes, I think he will make that team into a top 10 defense year one, just because
I think he could do what he does with Roquan Smith with like Quay Walker.
I haven't watched enough Quay Walker to give.
Quay Walker's been very, very good.
Opinion.
I will pose this to you guys. You have to tackle one player in the National Football League.
Hell no. Nah. I'm getting run over by whoever.
But it can't be a kicker or punter.
Then I'm getting run over by, even if it's a punter, I'm getting run over by the punter.
All right, you think you get run? I would not get run over by a punter.
Yes, I would.
Sir, you're just disrespecting yourself if you think a punter in the National Football League.
I'm like 5'10", which is like not. By the way, that's not short. That's not short. For anyone who wants to say that's short, it's not average. Short. But like for like NFL players, that's short. Yeah, that's because you're like 6'10". Like no one cares. But.
Which no one would expect.
I'm not built to tackle a punter. I'm probably not built to tackle a long snapper. Definitely not a punter. Some of those punters are low-key built.
Dylan, what did you say?
I hear it all the time. People are like, I don't expect you to be that tall. I always hear, I don't know what about me gives off short. I don't get it.
No, I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
I think it's your love for Tua, and people are like, no way this guy is masculine.
Yeah, no way this guy's tall. Yeah. No, I actually want to.
Are you taller than Tua?
I actually want a serious answer.
Are you taller?
I don't know.
Tua?
Yeah, just like how
I am. But I'm also
Tua's
taller.
Like 6'1".
He's 6'1". Yeah, I'm taller than most quarterbacks, so it's like.
Yeah, I'm taller than you.
I think we're like pretty much exactly the same.
No, I think you're a little taller. I think you're a little taller.
Dylan's a little taller.
Anyway,
so Dylan, I guess Surridge, because I run over Surridge, but Dylan, who is one player? Sorry, Surridge continuously catching strays for no reason. Surridge.
Nah, I admit that.
Okay,
I admit that.
One player in the NFL can't be a kicker or punter who you have to tackle. Like you can shoestring tackle them, but you feel you can tackle. Who would that player be? Or just don't say anything.
He's pondering.
Yeah. Can he not hear, or is he not listening?
Okay, now I think he's lagging. For a second, I was like, "Damn, he's really thinking about this."
Yeah, I was like, "All right, well."
Damn, he's.
When he gets back,
you gonna say Devin Singletary?
No, Devin Singletary is a beast. Yeah. All right, here he is. Let's see. Welcome back.
Yeah, this is a brutal lag. I'm not gonna lie. This is like this is.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard the start of the question. Is it who could I tackle?
Okay, yes, but can't be a kicker or punter.
Okay, so I know he scored a touchdown today, but I feel like I really have to say it. It's Steven Sims. I need that.
Oh, yes.
I need it. I need the 1v1. Steven Sims and Steven Sims and the Steven Sims lover in our comments from 3 years ago. I need my ones. I need it.
Yeah, no, Steven Sims deserves nothing good.
No,
that lore is
the fact that his team lost brings me great joy.
No respect. That actually, I liked the Texans, but now I don't because Steven Sims.
Just because Steven Sims. Is he a free agent though?
Was that the one? Was that the Steven Sims?
Oh yeah, it was the same one. Yeah,
the same Steven Sims.
Because isn't there a Steven Sims senior?
No.
That's Steve Smith senior.
No.
There's a Steven Sims and there's a Cam Sims. They were both on the Washington football team at the time.
Yeah. That's why every time I saw Sims catch, I was like, "Oh, Steven Sims." Nope, that's the other Sims because the Steven Sims that the guy was like, "Oh, how dare you forget about Steven Sims?" Wasn't even the best Sims on their team.
I didn't forget about Steven Sims. I said their wide receiver 3 is what? Steven Sims. This was the quote. Is what? Steven Sims. And yeah, honestly,
we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
Not good. I mean, and it was during my bald. It was like my shaved head. I was walking around.
Dylan had some real confidence putting himself on camera.
I mean, I was walking around. I was using my phone, and I was sitting on my bed.
Yeah, that was wow.
For the video.
That was one of the more iconic ones, man.
Is there another lag? Yep, Dylan has lagged again.
Yeah,
it is just.
Dylan has lagged again, man. God, wow, brutal. He's really getting plagued today. This is brutal. Okay, when he stops lagging, I want to talk about guys. Okay, so after now Jordan Love has had his breakout season, he will get a contract. Who we would take over Jordan Love? So I'll wait for him to get back so we can all three answer. But Sure, let's look ahead. Buccaneers, Lions tomorrow. What are some of your keys to that game tomorrow?
Whoever I think specifically whoever wins the battle between Detroit's offensive line and Tampa's defensive line.
That's
That's
what
the
we said.
matchup I'm excited for. And it's not necessarily even in the passing game. I think it's in the running game where if the Lions can run the ball and can run the ball, which will obviously set up the passing game, which we know the Lions can throw the ball, but can they run the ball against Vita Vea, against Kalijah Cansey? If they can do that, they're going to win this game because that's just going to make this offense near unstoppable. And I like what Baker's done this year. I like their receiving core, but their offense isn't as good as the Lions at all. So I think that's going to be the key to the game easily. Oh, no way.
You just have to hear Dylan in this.
Oh, we got it.
If his cast helps him, I think he'll be a good player. He was great in college. There's nothing saying he'll be bad, but a team like the Redskins,
that's not PC.
And that goes for anyone. They're just terrible.
Yeah. I think he played great, and I see season he's just wild.
He had a great first season.
I'm sitting on my bed.
Productive as a receiver, one of the best receivers as a rookie.
I'm shaking.
Shout out to us.
There wasn't really anyone else that could challenge him for the ball. There was no one that Haskins felt comfortable throwing the ball to other than maybe Steven Sims. And that's no disrespect to Steven Sims, but he kind of sucks. It's really the same with that whole team. I've said it throughout this whole
Wait, show the comment.
It's hard to evaluate a single player
Sims doesn't
suck correctly.
He was undrafted with a good slot receiver.
You can't be a good player on the Redskins unless you're making them a great team. So
I gotta give you that again.
It's hard to evaluate a single player on this team correctly because of the system they're in, which is just terrible. You can't be a good player on the Redskins unless you're making them a great team.
What was that announcement?
Bro is yapping.
That was terrible.
Bro is yapping.
And that's no disrespect to Steven Sims, but he kind of sucks. And
but one thing I will say, your humor is the way you say things never changed. I still would say that today. I could still that's something you would say.
I could still hear. I could be I mean, if the Lions are really gonna go into this with their wide receiver as Josh Reynolds, I mean he kind of sucks.
Dylan,
respect Josh Reynolds.
You're 8 years old.
It's
I don't look that okay. I look pretty.
We all looked like
I'm at a different.
I looked like I was.
I'm at a different level. It's painful that this was only 3 years ago.
And then Charlie just didn't change.
Yeah,
he changed a little bit.
I don't see change of scenery. Dylan, look where you are now. You're by your window.
No, that's my brother's room. I'm in my brother's room.
Team. They don't have a large payroll, so there's really a limited amount of players.
Oh my God, Dylan! What was the first video you were on?
It was NFL busts. It was
yeah, we gotta watch that one. All right, bust. Jesus, look at Dylan in this. This is when we revamped our channel.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to these seasons.
Look at that lighting.
Oh.
All right, guys. As I said,
yes, sir.
This is top 5 NFL busts for the rookie class of 2020. Today we're just going to be talking about 5 players we don't think are going to play up to the expectations that a lot of people think they were, or channel Dylan Shalom comment on the video. We have a new member of the channel, Dylan Shalom. Dylan, how are you doing?
What's up, everyone?
I'm good. What's up, guys?
Yeah, so let's say hi.
I remember I had trouble looking at the camera in this episode. I just would refuse to look at the camera.
Just listen to this might be the worst quality. Just everything. Just listen. Don't say it. Just listen to you say "What's up, guys?" in your
Dylan
camera.
Shalom. Dylan, how are you doing? Say hi.
I'm good. What's up, guys?
Yeah. So let's get right into back. Out of give Henderson.
Dude, I have a question.
We cooked the CJ Henderson bust. We cooked.
Oh, remember CJ? I forgot.
Dude, I'm genuinely wondering this. When we asked you to, do you remember at all me asking you to join the channel and how that discourse went? I don't really remember it.
I kind of do. My question to you is: I had met you at a soccer camp, and that was practically it. How was I on your mind?
Well, no. Well, we were friends. Like we hung out. We hung out
that's true.
We hung out, and I just knew you like sport. I definitely knew that you were very knowledgeable about sports and about football. And I guess not to shoot shots or cause any podcast beef, but our host before was quite a idiot to say the least. So
Yeah, that's
once
crazy.
that fell through,
Bars.
fell through.
I don't even know who your other podcast host was, but W.
Yeah,
I'll
we
name
should.
names.
But yeah, once that fell through, we were just like, I don't remember. I guess I literally don't really. I vaguely remember kind of starting it all because Serge. I remember me, you, and Charlie did like a spreadsheet. We shared it, and like we would just do like ranked players or do mock drafts or whatever. And then I kind of remember asking you guys to, and then like kind of trying to convince you to.
Mm-hmm.
But Dylan, I don't.
I could run back because I don't even think I had a phone at the time. I had an iPod Touch.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I mean, it was it was all we did that.
Yeah.
Like it was all we did.
Because quarantine, man. It was like
yeah,
I know. And then
I
the next
definitely
year,
had a phone.
it was always
I definitely had a phone. But
yeah, you definitely had a phone,
but yeah,
that was probably the biggest tangent we've ever went on.
yeah, that was way off script. Let's talk about the Bucks.
Yeah, I was asking Serge some of his keys to the game, so I guess Dylan, we talked about this.
Yeah, I said like it's whoever wins the battle between the Lions O-line and the Bucks defensive line. That's gonna really kind of I think that's gonna determine it because if the Lions can run the ball,
but I think it's more the linebacking core. I think the Bucks linebacking core is the bigger key to the game.
I'm not high on that Bucks defensive Bucks linebacking core. I mean, Devin White has taken a huge step back. Like
he's looked great in the last couple of weeks.
No, he hasn't been. He has not been.
No, I mean, as an open field tackler, I tend to agree with you that he's kind of taken a step back. But just in the way he drops back, he plays almost like a safety at times, and it is impressive the way that him and Levante David are able to kind of shift their positioning and make it so much harder for a quarterback. And even Goff, who makes quick decisions under a blitz when your linebackers are kind of playing deeper, it is very difficult to do. So I think it works well for them.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. God, I mean, it's yeah. I think here's the thing. I think just the atmosphere, and Serge, you talked about that. Ford Field arguably the best in the playoffs right now. So I think that's going to be a massive thing. And as much as I hate to say it, I think a lot of this is on how Baker Mayfield. Like they won that game again. Several factors. Pass rush was fantastic. I think it was 50-50. But Baker Mayfield also played fantastic. He managed the game well. So I think in that sense, there's definitely a big factor in this. But yeah, I mean, it's a close game. I think when you like all these games are close, but this matchup wise, as we talked about, is extremely, extremely close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah.
Dude, what is going on with this stream right now? Dude, this is like it's buzzing in my computer. I don't know whose audio it is. It might be just my own, but it's like
yeah, I know. I hear it too. I hear it too. Man, this might be one of the shorter lives just because of the struggle. But
yeah, it sounds like a Venezuela.
That's accurate.
Dylan, you got to get a new computer, my boy. What is that? Yeah, I think we got to end it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Well, this will
somehow it's been. This is one of the worst. This has got to go down as one of the worst.
It is what it is.
Dylan doesn't even say bye. Well, there we have it, Serge.
What an elite live stream.
Elite live stream. I'll see
you. If you don't subscribe because of this, that's insane.
I'll see you. I'll see you on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
No, tomorrow. Yeah, Monday for our divisional or our conference championship predictions.
Make sure to tune to that. It will be a lot more organized than
it will be
this.
One of the worst streams we've had, Dylan. We were saying.
So I unplugged my mic. so I think that might have been the problem. So my audio quality is probably horrible now.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Okay, so we don't hear the vuvuzelas anymore. That's good.
Why don't we talk? Let's talk a little more. I want to talk a little more. We didn't break down this 49ers game enough. We did not break it down enough.
Yeah.
Oh no, we forgot to talk about the big thing I want to talk about. Who are we taking over Jordan Love?
Okay.
What are the quarterbacks that we would take over Jordan Love now that we have a full season of him in?
Okay.
Mahomes.
Yep.
Allen. Lamar.
Yep.
I'm including injured quarterbacks besides Rodgers. That's always the rule. Just because Rodgers, I have no idea how he's going to recover. It's just like impossible. Burrow.
Yep.
Herbert.
Yep.
That's 5. I'm trying to think. Stroud.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So it's 6. Stafford.
So who did you say? You said
Like Stafford.
Stafford. Okay, I can
That's
get that.
close, but
Nah.
Stafford's good. Stafford is really good.
He is good.
He's just an older. At
Yes.
7, I don't think I could take Dak at this point just because of
I would take
playoff
Dak, but
stinker.
I would take Dak, but it's
And I would say that's it. I'd take 7 quarterbacks over.
I would take
Jordan
the same list, except I'd take Hurts, Dak, and Tua also. But that's it.
I just don't think you can take Tua. I don't think you can take Dak either. I don't think you can take Dak. I don't think you can take Tua.
Either.
I think Hurts you can just because Hurts is clearly like hamstrung by some of the worst play calling I've ever seen. I've seen Nathaniel Hackett for a full season. Not to mention that he also led his team to a Super Bowl last year. So I think Hurts is fair. I think Dak and Tua still have way too much to prove. And Love Love won a playoff game in his first year, and also passes the eye test a lot more than.
I don't want to take. I'm not gonna overdo.
Let me give you my guys. I take over Love. The
Okay.
guys that I would take over Jordan Love now, with the fact that he is full season in Green Bay. Take CJ Stroud. I would take Josh Allen. Sorry, there we go. I'm back. Am I not lagging anymore?
No. I mean, your audio is clear. Your audio is clear.
Okay. I would take over Jordan Love at this moment. I'm taking Mahomes. I'm taking CJ Stroud. I'm taking Josh Allen. I'm taking Joe Burrow. I am taking Stafford. No, I'm not. I'm not taking Stafford.
You're forgetting a very, very big one.
Lamar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I think that's all. I don't think I would take Hurts. I don't think I'd take Tua. I wouldn't take Dak.
I mean, yeah, anyone other than Lamar, Burrow, Mahomes, Stroud, but even Stroud, all of those are arguable. Other than Lamar, Burrow, and Mahomes. So I think
and Allen, I would say, but
Allen's
live on YouTube, links in our bio. Sorry, I'm on live on TikTok also. I don't think there's a lot of guys. I think Jordan Love proved why he is one of the best. And if he had won that game, I mean, and we were texting our group chat, you look at if he had won that game, is it crazy to take him over Stroud? And the thing is, I was also saying in our group chat, is it crazy to take Stroud over every single quarterback in the NFL for your franchise for the future? So I think there are two guys who have absolutely exploded at the end of this season. And I think, look, it's really unfortunate for Love because he made beautiful throws the entire playoffs, like every single playoff game, although it was only 2, perfect pass, perfect touch on the ball, understood where his receivers would be, was spreading the ball out. And then unfortunately that last throw was just, it was just one of those throws where it's like, again, I'm a Josh Allen fan, but was a Josh Allen-esque throw. So for me, it was very unfortunate to see them go out like that. That being said, and Dylan, I was saying it to Surridge, it's a Niners team that should have lost that game. And if you're a Niners fan, I'm not happy in any way with that performance.
Oh, I'm happy. I mean surviving in advance, but yeah, I think Debo's availability is huge. I think he is just so huge for like when the team's in a rut, you get him the ball because he's such like one of the best players after the catch in the game. You can also line up in the backfield. He's just like he's like the perfect kind of safety valve. I think he's arguably a better safety valve than George Kittle because as good as Kittle is, he doesn't provide that same like ability after the catch where you can just throw a screen to him and he can take it to the house any point on the field. So I think for that reason his availability is going to be huge because I also think that the Lions or the Bucks, regardless who they play, don't have great secondaries. And I think his potency after the catch, like I said, it's going to be huge if he's available.
So, Charlie, 0 for 2 on predictions this week?
Okay, but like it was 7 seed versus 1 seeds, so it's not like...
But then why do you predict it?
No, you don't get to play that card after you predict both 7 seeds.
As long as the Bucks win tomorrow night, I think I'm chilling.
It's still less. It's still.
Look, the Packers, by all reasonability, should have won tonight.
Should have, would have, could have, did not.
You're a Dolphins fan.
Damn.
You're a Giants fan. Do we want to play this game?
Shit, when's the last
Charlie,
time we won a playoff game?
Charlie, nice fit.
Thank you, boss.
Like your fit. Thank you. What?
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, no problem.
I like your fit, Serge. You look like Zach.
Thank you. Oh yeah, appreciate that. I love Zach.
Sorry, what were we talking about? I don't want to intrude.
Oh yeah, no, we've been just kind of going off on a tangent this whole time just because all of us have been lagging at some point.
This is an all-time bad internet connection stream for me. I've gone off, I think, 4 times.
The 2 people watching this are gonna be very disappointed.
And one of them is you, Serge.
What?
If you're watching, that means one of them's you.
No, I'm not watching.
Oh,
Alex is watching. He commented a few times.
I love Alex. My boy. Alex, are you watching? Oh, actually, no, I shouldn't.
There was something I was gonna say. I was like, I wanted to say something when I joined. Gonna be honest, I don't remember what it was. I don't know.
All right, yeah, sorry.
All right, so do we want to talk about the Bills?
Hey, Charlie. I didn't even know I added you. I lagged out, so I didn't even show.
Bills Chiefs. I'm very excited for that game. I mean, obviously everyone is. I think
Broad Bowl.
Bro, shut up.
What the fuck? Why is my phone?
Can't keep saying that when both of those teams are like 3 games from a Super Bowl.
I know.
Guys, I just opened my phone and then it...
Wait, what happened? Oh, there we go.
It just connected to my phone camera.
We're going to get demonetized, Charlie. You can't curse on stream.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
we're actually not monetized anymore, so.
Oh, okay. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, Dylan, that's crazy. You're gonna get us demonetized.
That's crazy. That's why you're gonna lose a job in the future.
Charlie, how do you feel? Oh, Charlie missed it. So basically, we went on probably the biggest tangent we've ever had, and we screen shared our Steven Sims video, and Dylan was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know why Steven Sims on the." He said Redskins. I didn't say it. That's what he said because that was a team name back then. But yeah, that's honestly, if we were to get demonetized, it's because of that. So we can curse as much as we want. But
where are we going with this though? Like, what was the?
I don't know. We just went on a tangent. We missed it.
Oh, okay.
I missed that whole tangent because I was lagged out. What happened?
Oh,
when we were watching.
No,
we were
watching your
there was no tangent
Sims
here.
video.
He was just telling me about the tangent that you had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think okay, so Bills Chiefs is extremely close. I think the only reason I would say this game is different than their previous matchups is because it is in Buffalo. And then I feel like besides, I just don't know kind of. God, technology has not been nice to us today. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I know it's me. I know it's Rich, but
why are you sitting like that?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my
I
God,
think the night is wearing me out. I'm tired, I guess.
Yeah, we might have to stop it soon here. I think we've done less talking and more either saying someone's lagging or talking about something completely different to what we were supposed to be talking about.
I mean, we already gave you all the rundown on all the games, anyways. But yeah.
I swear it's a new person. Like it's Dylan right now.
I haven't lagged yet.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Charlie, however, I do want to ask you reaction to the Packers-Niners game. I know you joined here late.
Look, I briefly mentioned it while you were lagging, but I think by all accounts, the Packers just should have won that game.
Yeah, 100%.
Straight up. Look, Jordan Love made an awful throw to end the game. And look, we cannot be missing 41-yard kicks in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, that's like
I saw I legitimately saw something on like my timeline where it was like Daniel Carlson's like his career average in college
Anders
was
Carlson.
like Anders Carlson. I keep on saying Daniel Carlson.
Come on, man.
His average was like 75% or something like that. His career long was, or at least 1 year, his career long where he was like 15 for 25 or 17 for 25 was 46.
How is he an NFL kicker?
Because he's related to Daniel Carlson. That's the only thing I can honestly think.
Daniel
and
Carlson
not only does he in, but not only
relationship to a kicker can only get you so far, right? Like,
but not only that, but like they drafted him. That's that's the craziest part to me. Like you use.
Where did he go to school?
Where do I go to school?
Where did he go to school?
Yeah, Serge, where do you go to school? That relates very
That's
heavily to this
that
question.
does. I mean, honestly, that's the most relatable thing we've said about football all stream, right?
No.
Yes.
I don't know what you were going for there. You're usually solid enough in the comeback game, but that one was like possibly
weak.
I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm gonna use that excuse.
Oh, tired. Yeah.
I think we're gonna wrap it up very
soon.
soon.
We're going all night. The hell?
I'm wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it up. I think
content we created. This was it wasn't a waste of time. I don't like saying that because our time is valuable, but this is as close as
this
it
was
gets.
a waste of time.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was there to see it though, so it's all good.
I think we're good.
Someone's gonna click on this and then realize, watch this be the one video that just blows up.
There's no chance.
No, but it's not only that. It's it's the fact that we have 2,000 subscribers. It's like we can't stay serious for 45 minutes.
Look, it doesn't help when the technology doesn't want us to stay serious, though. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
No, the problem isn't that. These videos, generally the reaction, like the lives, if it's like a upcoming event, get views after. So people are gonna click on this and be like, "What the did they?"
Honestly, we gotta just keep it as it is.
Were they all high when they did this?
Something, dude.
No, don't delete it. Don't delete it. We gotta see.
No, I'm not gonna delete it. I won't delete anything. We have the Surge. If we haven't deleted the video that we just screen shared, I don't think we need to delete it.
That's no, but that's valid.
Guys, we should.
That's valid.
Me, all of
Steven
us.
Sims slander is always welcome.
Surge and Dylan, you guys especially, Surge and Dylan especially, you two are the most. Just you guys are just having those videos in the public domain. You're just asking to be, and me too. All of us, to be fair. I feel like Charlie, we agree. You obviously you've changed. You've changed a league.
I still have one screenshot of
Dylan looked like he had a disease, and he had the voice of a 5-year-old.
That's crazy.
Dylan looked like he was 8.
No,
actually
I did.
looked not.
I did.
And yet I still somehow looked younger.
Appreciate it, Alex Barnett.
But
Serge, I still
Appreciate
can't
it.
get over the video that we saw of you the other day. Like that was so.
Which
funny.
one was
I'm gonna
that?
check your
Which one was
following. If
that?
you're not, I'm gonna know
Which
you're
one
lying.
was it? That was
PJ Walker.
No,
Oh,
it
no,
was the
no.
Christian Pulisic one.
Oh,
I don't remember that. I'm gonna
Oh
be
my
honest.
God, Serge, you weren't there when we were watching it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dylan, you want can we screen share that?
Yeah, can you get the Christian Pulisic one up?
Hey, y'all.
Which one
y'all
was it?
Making fun
The
of me
one we were
behind my-
watching the other day, the Christian Pulisic
The
one
one
when
when
we
you
were
were
at
at my
Dylan's.
house. The Christian Pulisic one.
Y'all were
Oh,
making fun of me
Jesus,
behind my
yeah.
back. Y'all, that's
No,
messed
we're doing
up.
it to your face now, so it's not even bad.
Yeah, literally.
That's
We were always
messed up.
planning on doing it to your face.
I
'cause we,
guarantee you, when I'm not there, I'm a very heated topic of discussion every time, just because I'm so troll worthy.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, here, let me. Yeah, I mean, we honestly just had. God, looking at it's honestly so good. Like we have 848 videos, which is like actually absurd that we have that many videos.
That is ridiculous,
Yeah,
actually.
How many?
Yeah, it's
We're such ballers, bro.
848, which
Shit.
is
It's a decent bit.
okay. Wait, which one? Which one was it? Was it the? All right, was it?
I thought we were looking at it the other day as well.
I think it was this one, the Premier League end day action.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, it's this one.
I just want to see
I
the one
got
where
it.
Serge is talking about Christian Pulisic. Like,
All time.
Serge is like, it was bad.
The one that was
It was
on our.
bad.
Like, it was like bad.
Dude, this is also one that I used to post like I would the intro of it on our Instagram, and I just put it on my personal Instagram for like 3 minutes by accident.
Oh, no. I don't think I've ever done that. I know I posted it.
All right, I'm sorry. Can you guys see? Okay, here I'll share it.
Oh yeah,
not
this
wanna see it.
video.
Left that are being fought for. There are spots in the Champions League, Europa League, and even the
The
relegation.
editing
spot
on this,
confirmed
man.
yet. So
Let's
there
go.
are 5 games that we're gonna be discussing today.
I just want to
about
get to the Christian
Premier
Pulisic
League.
part.
Your hair is like crazy,
The
man.
first game we're gonna be talking about today is a pretty crucial one. 2 teams fighting for spots. It's Chelsea and Wolves. Chelsea right now.
Here it
are
is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
I just think Wolves could suffer greatly from this.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the only
Okay, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. I legitimately thought it was.
just healthy.
No, you have to
I think if
listen.
Pulisic is healthy, then I think Chelsea should definitely be able to get what they need. He's been a star for them. You saw what happened when he came on in the second half against the champions Liverpool. So I think he will be healthy. I think Lampard will start him, and I think that means Chelsea will win 2-1, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I probably give you an exact.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's elite level
This
analysis.
is not
similar to
change
that.
deeper.
Again, as you said, Christian Pulisic.
No, I see what you mean.
No, the cadences of our voices are pretty much the same. Like, I mean, I will say I still have a high voice, but obviously deeper than what I had in the first.
No, yeah, no. That's actually like perfect. Like, yeah, the cadence is like the same, but like the
Nah,
way.